Whoopie-doo, you motherfuckers! Welcome back to my channel. If you know my name, good for you. If you know my answer, good for you. If you know my address, stay the fuck away from me. But yeah. So guys, this is gonna be one of my ones I've wanted to do for a little bit of a while. I tried to look up this again, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard of it, and if you guys don't know, I'm a big horror fan. I love a lot of horror movies in general. I love My Bloody Valentine. Valentine is one of my interesting favorites. It's I forgot the guy's name who directed it, but if you guys don't know, I'm a big horror fan, and I love sequels to other horror movies and other things in general. If you guys have not heard, I guess there's a rumor or Spyglass, the company, is going to do Scream 5. Now, Warner Brothers, I guess, is not doing it, or not partnering up with them, but there is a rumor going out there saying there is going to be a Scream 5, and I have weird feelings about this really much, because one is actually, guys, they say it would be a remake or a reboot. So it could be from first one to the second one, and then not mentioning the third or the fourth. So it could be one of those, or if it is a remake of one of them, it will remake one of the timelines. As very similar to as Halloween, as we had the 2019 Halloween movie. But there's rumors that's going out there. I've tried to look it up again, and I can't really find anything interesting at all. But if there's going to be a Scream 5, I think the fans would want to see what it needs to happen. And I'm sorry to say this, but I'm a big fan of Scream. And I have my own ways, as I'm going to say. I'm a director, I am a writer, so I truly think I have a few ways how to finish the thing off. As I'm gonna go over these 4 ideas of mine as storytelling, you could assume I just want to end it all. It's not that, it's just you need to, as a writer and director, you need to make it make sense for everything else, and end it in a positive but a negative note. There's movies like that who actually ends with the killer wins, or the killer comes back for another sequel. Like Wrong Turn is one of them. I kind of like a little bit, but it's a movie that keeps on going, very similar to Halloween or Friday the 13th. So as Scream, there's only 4. Fourth one is not that great. Third one, people just don't like. I like it a little bit. So if fans and people want to go see this movie, you need to do something then you're not expecting. So as we know in every movie, we know Sidney gets beat up, almost killed, but the fourth one, they just failed on that and a little bit more of. Because they were going to kill her off, but then it seemed like they stepped back a little bit and said, keep her alive, actually. We don't want to kill the main girl. That's actually what happens in a lot of other horror movies. Psycho, they did that in 45 minutes, I believe. And, yeah, so I'm gonna spoil one thing, is, yes, my ideas is you need to kill mostly Sidney, or all of them. Because Dewey gets killed almost, or gets attacked every fucking time. Fourth one, he doesn't really die, but he gets hit by a bedpan. But, come on. He gets attacked a lot. But let's go down to the first idea of mine, and that is Sidney, Gale, and Dewey. To give the audience and fans what they want, you need to kill one of the 3 main characters, in my belief. Now, I'm pretty sure if they were going to do a Scream 5, they would do that. Or kill all of them during the movie. Now, that's what I'm kind of talking about. People may be on the fence of why. Why do you need to kill all 3 of them? You don't want to leave another timeline or another idea for the fans to think, oh, they could probably have them too and be still going on. if I was the editor, the writer or the director, I want it to kind of end in a positive note, but a negative note. Saying, let's say, as like Sidney. Sidney has a husband and 2 kids. If she dies, that's just gonna leave the legacy on her kids and end it all from the first one with her grief with her mother. So yeah, I would truly believe the first idea would be a decent one. To be honest with you. Second one, have Gale to be the opening scene kill, and that would solve why Sidney comes back to Woodsboro. Maybe have Dewey be the killer and save, and have Sidney die at the hospital. So that's once again is one of my favorite ones I actually have made up because Scream has done this since day one. They have it kind of, you could say, invented the first scene. Meaning as the opening scene to a movie. You have first kill to see what's going to happen and what it's going to show you mostly. And to be honest with you, I think it's a good idea to kind of do that part because it then solves the reason of why Sidney comes back. Then the fourth one. The fourth one, she has a book tour, so she just comes back to Woodsboro. Okay, but if one of her friends dies, she will come back to see what happened, and that will again recycle the process of who's the killer, what's going to happen, am I going to die again, almost. But that's kind of the thing with that, is that mostly needs to happen in a way to tell a story. If you have Gale be the opening scene, that's one of the 3 down. You have 2 more, actually. And it'd be a very interesting scene in general, because I can see it in my mind if Gale was the opening scene. You'd be sad, but relief of, wow, they're very ballsy to do that in one scene. And then it will give another scene to Dewey being the killer for the longest time, but we're not going to do that. I'm not saying, oh yeah, Dewey was another killer in Scream 1. Fuck that shit. But going to the third one, and this was I think my least favorite one, actually. You could have it to be meta, and just have it be Scream was always a movie, and someone from the real world put on the real costume and did the murders. So it's just very meta. We see Scream, but we actually don't see as in general of it's just a movie that someone actually comes in real life, and they actually do the killings and stuff, and they go after actually the person who plays Sidney and who plays Dewey and who plays Gale, and it's very, very, very interesting. But that's my least favorite because that was another person's theory, but I just kind of took it as one of my own because to just kind of talk about like the negatives or the positives of that idea on mindset. And the last one is, if I was writing the script and directing it, I would just kill everyone off and end the story. Now, yeah, okay, I'll end it all, okay, because you need to end it on a negative but a positive. And if you do that, it's a big ballsy move to have anyone survive. Because if you can't kill one of your main, but not even kill them all, I think it's going to be a bad idea. Because if Sidney again survives, people would think, oh, there's going to be a Scream 6. No. To be honest with you, I like the second one and the fourth one because you just need to kill all of them. There's no point of having a Scream going on. If you remake it, I guess there's another point of doing that. But rebooting it is not a good idea. I think you will make it much more worse to the point of with Scream 1 and the new one would make no sense in between. But the fourth idea is mostly because, in my own beliefs, you need to kill one of them or all of them. So, second one is mostly my favorite one to do because Gale does die in the first one. We have someone who's being the killer, and then we finally have Sidney end to rest, but not in a bad way, as she can now resume of her trauma, you can say. But yeah, I have the idea of that. of how I would direct it or how I would write it. So if you guys do agree or disagree, I want to know your own comments, actually. I really do care, actually. Put it into the comments and tell me what you would do, actually. If you were the writer or the director, how would you put it into the film? So if you guys like it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to me, subscribe. If you want to hit the bell to get any of my notifications, do that. And hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have a good